Yep.
Yep.
Well, yep.
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 Is that the new go-to?
No.
Welcome back, everybody. Good
Welcome
morning.
back to the WAM show on
Morning,
Radio
morning.
Monash. I am Cameron Allen, and this is,
Steven.
it's just Stephen. No surname,
I don't deserve one.
no family. Just Stephen. Whoa, we got a buff there. It's like,
Well, maybe don't loudly into the microphone.
I mean, like news reporters, right? They do those exercises before they go live on air with their mouths, like an Anchorman,
I like how you're taking the Anchorman as like.
What?
I mean, I wouldn't know, but like.
Oh, what do you mean? What else are you going to reference? Actual news. You watch
Yeah.
actual news. What are you, a loser or something?
I don't watch actual news. I watch the project.
Oh, the project gives me very informed information.
Very unbiased and informed information.
Waleed Ali. What's his name? I forgot.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Muhammad Ali.
Same thing. How was your morning?
Oh, not too bad. I've had to do a bit of ducking this morning.
Ducking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's the political it's election time, I guess.
Student election time. I don't know how it works exactly. Do individual candidates run for positions in the MSA? Is that their goal?
Yes.
Well, they represent the MSA and they're trying to get votes for the
MSA.
MSA party. Is the MSA like the Liberal Party?
I'm not sure. The fascist bloody.
Anyway, I just avoided campus center entirely. I was walking towards it this morning, and then I saw like this kid take the entrance near the Neptune's shop. You know that?
Yeah.
And like as soon as he walked past it, this kid just like
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
Would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
he just glued onto him, and I was like, okay, I'm not going in there.
There actually, it's so bad. Like I get to Huntingdale Station, the Jehovah's Witnesses are there trying to sell their shit. You get to the campus center and then you see a bunch of pink shirts and you're like, oh.
Oh, I had a Jehovah's Witness at my door the other day, and it was like, they kept going on. I'm like, yeah, I'm not interested, and they're like, but God is interested in you, and I'm like,
No one's interested in me.
I'm like, nah, thanks,
man.
have a good day.
I'll pass on that one.
They asked the questions like, do you think God is interested in us? I'm like,
Nah,
I'm not
mate.
interested.
I mean, like,
What can I do?
what do you do? Like, what makes your life exciting enough to get the watching of God? You know?
What would be so interesting about me that God would be like, yeah, that was a notable.
I'll tune into that station.
Well, for starters, I think the worse my life becomes, the more interesting the tiny good parts will be for God himself.
Oh, he's just like, you're like, he feels so bad for you that he's just hoping that something good happens.
Yeah,
in your life.
exactly. You got to set the expectations so low that
That
when he
is
sees like a tiny improvement, he's like,
Oh,
wow.
He got his seat auction on the train. I guess that kind of counts as a good deed.
He caught the train on time this time. That's pretty interesting.
You know what's crazy? Have you ever caught the 807?
807.
From,
No.
I don't know.
From where?
It would be like the 804 or something for you. It's like the express train that bypasses like half the station and goes direct through Southern Cross.
No, doesn't ring a bell because I don't have classes that early anymore. God bless America.
Oh, you know what? Don't worry about it.
What?
Yeah.
Go on.
No.
Tell us a story.
I'm just saying that it's really tops because like it takes a good 20 minutes off your time, I reckon.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, but you allow 2 hours of time to get to your destination anyway, while I only leave an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So
he's,
really,
like,
you didn't
scraping
save.
in.
Really, you didn't save any time. Like,
I mean, that's true, I guess.
really, you just.
Like, I was like at the uni like half an hour early. I'm like, what the fuck am I meant to do now?
Yeah, that half an hour is a waste of time. You can't do anything with that half an hour.
I mean, what did I do anyway?
Like, it will take you half an hour to find a seat in a library.
I don't use the libraries.
Oh, I can't read.
I can't read.
Oh, what do? You sit on the floor outside of LTV.
No, I go to the Lumpy Green.
Oh, yeah.
Because our faculty have their own building.
Well, yeah. Well, engineering doesn't have a special place to study. nor do I want to go all the way to the Lumpy Green. So I just catch the train half an hour later and
And
get
rock
there.
up 5 minutes
Get
late.
there on the dot every time.
It's actually an art form, I reckon.
Bullseye. Have you ever played like the risky game of like being so into whatever you're reading or watching that, and then trying to look up at the right station?
Yeah, but I feel like I've gained a second sense.
Yeah, I feel like I've done that as well.
I feel like I can like fall asleep and I'll still wake up like at Huntingdale, like
You
at,
hear Huntingdale, but it's Hughesdale.
You like
So
you get scared because you're like Huntingdale, Hughesdale, and they sound the same, and then you're.
I think Hughesdale's kind of like a second
It's like
warning
It's
system.
the buffer, mate.
Yeah.
Get it?
So yeah, I don't know how. So did you get approached by any voters?
Yeah.
I know when I walked in here today, there's a bloke outside and he gave me. He's like, "Do you want this I Have Voted sticker?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And I stuck that on my laptop next to my anti-Vika sticker, so I can carry that around.
Why wouldn't you just put it on your jacket so they can actually see it rather than you having to carry
No,
it?
I'll carry my laptop around. No worries.
You never. Oh, okay.
Anyway, it looks cool on my laptop. So, what can you do?
Sure.
I might go walk into Voda downstairs right now, pick up another sticker while I still can
What are you gonna put that on?
on my forehead.
Fair enough. I don't think you deserve a vote, to be honest.
I'll save it for like election time, for like the real election. I'll put it on my forehead when I.
In like 4 years, okay.
So when I go to vote, they'll be like, "Oh, wow, you've already voted," and they'll let me go.
Yeah, no, I saw like I was walking out the LTV, right, and I saw like one of the politician fellas following someone into the revolving doors. And then the revolving door got stuck while I was talking to them. Like honestly, that's actually
That's terrible.
And then like straight outside there's two other people. I turned down the first person. The second person 5 minutes behind her sees me turn her down and then approaches me as well and asks if I'd like to talk about the party. And it's the same party. He stared at me while I said no thanks to the first lady. Oh my god.
I had like 10 minutes to spare before my next class, and I was like, it's like near Hargrave, if you know where that is.
Yeah.
And it's a couple blocks behind Hargrave. I had 10 minutes, so I was like, maybe I'll just step into Hargrave for a bit, and then I walk in that direction, and then I see I see the pink and green, the climate change action group and the pink group, and I'm like, okay, don't worry about the 10 minutes, just go to class 10 minutes early.
Yeah, no. You know what? If they wore having fluorescent pink and green shirts is a terrible strategy.
It is. It's
because I can see them and then I go around.
It's kind of intimidating.
If they blended in and then jumped you from behind, like that's when you're getting the most flyers distributed.
They should wear fluoro yellow, I think, instead. That's way better. Look like a group of construction site workers.
High vis. They haven't worked a day in their lives though, mate.
Yeah, so I don't know. What can you do about it? Nothing. It finishes tomorrow, so that's good. I thought the way the Facebook group reacts to it, I thought it was going to be for like a month or something, like a long time, but only 2 days.
It's a really aggressive 2 days though. They go hard.
These people are like expert salesmen.
They took like strategies from Clive Palmer, just be everywhere.
Shouldn't they be like online campaigning instead of in real life? Like, everyone's looking down at their phones.
Just on a stalker space.
They should just be spamming the stalker space. That's the only thing you see.
That's what I do.
And then they can people unfollow the stalker space and follow back when.
Anyway, I'm having mad PTSD from that, so I want to chuck a song on. We'll be back.
Okay.
See what we have coming up later.
What song? What song?
Pink Floyd, Waiting for the
Pink
Worms.
Floyd. Well, that's quite the entrance.
Yeah, I feel like we should come in on a bloody trumpet every time,
that song. Anyway, I did think of something to talk about. I have a problem with my mailman.
Okay, go ahead.
He's been delivering mail to me for at least a year.
So you're intimate at this point.
But I still don't know his name.
You don't even know the name,
I think I should know his name. I think he's probably been delivering mail to our house for at least 20 years, but I've only started buying things online since like a year ago. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know his name. He always comes in, has a
What do
conversation.
you
I
mean
sign. I
comes
sign.
in?
Oh well.
Does he come inside your house?
Well, you open the door to receive the package,
Oh yeah,
right?
he's not coming
It
in.
comes in for a
They're like
coffee.
vampires, mate. You have to. You can't invite him in.
Yeah, either they come to your door and they wait for 1 second and disappear, or you catch them in time and then they talk for a fair bit and then go. It's like, why did you stay for so
The
long?
thing is, they talk because they have to use these little tablet things, which are really bad to use. So it takes the guy like 5 minutes, and he's
Yeah.
just like swearing under his breath every time he
Yeah,
gets a letter wrong.
this last time he delivered something, it wasn't even for me, it was for my dad. He didn't even give me a pen at this time. I just used my finger and I just drew like two, like a basically a vector, like one
Dude, why don't
horizontal.
you draw a penis next time? The
I
thing
just
is, technically with signatures, you can any marking at all is considered a signature.
Yeah, it's proof that you did
I mean,
sign.
it isn't really proof unless you have like a standard one, I guess. But like, it's still technically legally bound if you just scratch.
Yeah,
like
I just drew two lines. It was like, can I do that again? And it's just like, nah, don't worry.
What do
It's
you
too
mean?
bad.
Can I do that again? You're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do a vector.
Maybe I should draw like a triangle, Illuminati. But yeah, I don't know his name. I want to find out his name next time. Once I was walking my dog and I saw him on his
Little bike.
motorbike. He gave me the good old shake of the head
Shake of the head, not the nod, the shake of the head.
as he rode his little bike.
Imagine
past me.
being like a postman and then be given a bicycle rather than a motorbike.
Imagine postmen in like instead of motorbikes, they rode like those modified bikes that like teenagers drive around.
They have those.
No, they have proper
Electric bikes.
They have proper bikes. They don't have
Then they have electric bikes.
they don't have sketchy bikes that teens do.
I mean, or like they chuck a motor on a little bicycle and then,
Yeah,
and then rev it
those.
around hillsides. Yeah, that. I mean, I think they do have it to a certain extent, but it's probably more legit.
I mean, they have pretty nice bikes. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, the Rolls Royces
My
of
mum
bikes.
said that when she applied for Ozpost, they're like, can you ride a bike? And she's like, no way in hell. So they made her drive a van
Yeah.
to deliver mail around the suburbs instead of riding a bike.
Wait, like regular mail, not even
Yeah,
parcels.
regular. Yeah, I think regular mail.
So
and
she had
parcels.
to get in and out of a van to go to letterboxes because she didn't want to ride a bicycle.
Yeah, and they let her do that for some reason.
I see why you have a terrible work ethic. It must be inherited.
Good times. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
But she didn't pay for the petrol, right?
No.
So they were like, you know what? I want to let her ride around in a 1-ton van to do something which someone could do on a bicycle for free.
Yeah, they must have been really short-staffed there.
I don't know.
Classic Australian Post.
I'm actually so down to join the Australian Post. Being a postie would be sick.
They were looking for casual work, but when I went to the application, there were no openings in any of the ones Australian Posts near us. They were just in like random suburbs like Geelong.
I'd drive down to Geelong to become a postie.
Well,
It's actually my dream career, low-key.
retirement job. I take the job of my previous mailman.
You have to fight them to the death.
No, it's the first one to get the signature wins.
You ask for your own postman's signature when they come to your door.
I can't even imagine. Just can't. Anyway, yeah, that's my mailman bit.
I feel like you kind of talked up the fact that you don't know your mailman's name.
Yeah.
Like it was drama.
I don't, but I want to find out. I'll find out for you guys next time.
All right. Are you gonna take a guess what it is?
I'm gonna go
Is it
order
Pat?
I'm gonna order like 5 things online and see if I can catch him in one of those 5 deliveries.
Yeah,
and
sure you get one of them.
unless he comes in one time with all 5 packages, then I've screwed myself.
No, you just have to like get
What?
like different
Different-
postage times.
Different
or,
time intervals.
Yeah.
Or I can ask my parents, be like, can you catch the mailman name next time?
They probably know it, to be honest. Like,
They've been
they're not
keeping
as
it from me.
antisocial as you. I'm assuming.
Oh, you mean Tim the mailman?
Pat.
Say hi to him next time you see him. Anyway, yeah. What, do you know your mailman name?
Nah, mate. He's
He's-
just like this. He's just this Australian Vietnamese guy, and he's always just swearing under his breath whenever he messes up the little tablet because he has to start again in 65 minutes.
He's probably an illegal worker. He probably doesn't even work
No,
for
no,
the
no,
Australian
no. no.
place.
He has an Australian like Vietnamese accent, so he's like, and he's like a nice guy, but like, he really hates that little tablet.
Maybe that was part of his training, the Australian accent. It's like whatever you do, every house you go to, please speak an Australian accent.
Apparently, Australian accents are really hard to learn because you don't really pronounce like words properly.
It can't be that hard.
No, like it's really bad for like foreigners.
I mean,
Because
it's
apparently he kind of sounds like a bunch of different accents. So when someone goes to try to do it in America, they kind of just lock on to a similar accent rather than the Australian one.
I thought they just assumed that you have a Scottish accent
Scottish.
because it kind of sounds Scottish.
No, I don't know. But like anyway, like if you watched Hollywood movies, like the Australian actors played by Americans usually sound a bit Cockney. Except there's like a few good ones, but like it's apparently really difficult because it sounds so similar to stuff, but it's distinct enough that you would notice.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll take it. I just heard it sounds Scottish. It's a minimalist Scottish accent.
Maybe. I feel like Melbourne's shit at pronouncing stuff.
I'm sure Sydney can't do any better.
I don't know. Like I feel like people from Melbourne don't pronounce R's very well. Just think of the name Melbourne. Like there's an R in it, and it sounds like
Melbourne.
you don't really
Melbourne.
say the R.
Well, Americans will say like Melbourne,
Melbourne.
but it's Melbourne. We just
Melbourne.
forget the R. Don't worry about it.
I don't know. Do you feel like we have an accent being from the western suburbs, like compared to the people at uni?
No, you're not going to notice it unless you go overseas.
No. Like as in like, there's a bit of a difference, I reckon. Like if you're talking to someone who like
From the east
lived
side.
in the eastern suburbs, because we live in a pretty ethnic area,
Yeah.
we'd have a bit more of like an accent.
I mean, I think we watch more of Big
Super
Les.
Wog.
We
Yeah.
watch more Big Les than they do.
Ah, that's true. It might even out.
Maybe our
But like,
tastes.
we do watch a lot of Super Wog.
Yeah, but Super Wog is like a...
The thing is, like, when you have a lot of wogs around you start like mimicking the way they speak.
But that's just our school. Like,
yeah, like
our school has
was
a lot of
pretty
wogs, but
ethnic.
even like other local schools in our area have a different ratio.
Yeah, but like I feel like because we went to that school, we'd like sound pretty wog. I mean, it's probably gone by now because we've been here for like 6 months. But I'm sure when you came in, everyone's like, "What the hell is that kid saying?"
Mate, they
So,
can't
like-
even hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Can you please speak up a bit? I can't
Can you
hear.
say that again? You sound.
Mate, they put a muffler on you or what? What are you, Bumblebee?
I don't know.
Fix that sound box, mate.
I feel like they pronounce like words better, you know, like more clearly. Whereas like people from like back home are like either really wog or mumbly.
I don't know. Maybe they're just educated, Stephen. Ever thought of
Educated.
that?
What do you mean? I can't even say more than 2 syllables, man.
They're probably just more educated than the general Western.
Probably. All
general
that time
Western
and
boy.
tradies.
So yeah, I guess we'll jump cut to a song.
Yeah, it's a song called
Oh,
let's chuck on that one. The Final Countdown by Europe.
oh yes, the final
Let's
countdown.
pump up. Okay. See you guys.
I'll be live. No. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Morning. Good morning, good
Oh,
morning.
top of morning.
Welcome back.
End of evening. Anyway, I thought about what to talk about in the break, and I wanted to talk about how much I dread summer, because I feel like you're in September and the days are counting down till summer arrives.
Yeah, like you're enjoying the weather now, but then you're like, it's a ticking clock you're enjoying.
It's like a time bomb, right? Like one day it's like really sunny and you're like, oh, this is like a taste test of what summer's gonna be like.
It's like
Shit.
What do you mean? It's been nice lately. Like,
No, but like there's been some sort of hot days where it's like it's fine, but you're like,
is that because you wear 3 jackets all day?
no, I don't go outside anyway. But it's like an indicator of what's to come.
Why are you complaining? You're an inside cat anyway. Like, you
I
don't
go
out.
outside sometimes. I walk the dog. I have to go to uni, and No, I don't care about the daytime. I hate that I can't sleep at
Oh
night.
yeah. I wish I was like one of those rich kids who had like an air conditioner in their bedroom.
Oh, imagine having an air conditioner. My house doesn't ventilate properly, so like what some rooms are really well conditioned and other rooms are like steaming hot and others are like halfway.
That
Each room is like a different bowl of porridge, really. You're like, oh, this room's just right, and it's
Yeah,
like
like, and
it's
you
like the laundry or something. You're like, wow, no one sleeps here.
you literally just become a cat, just curling up in the laundry.
Yeah, exactly. I'd take my blanket to sleep in the laundry.
I don't really use air conditioners
Yeah,
in summer, unless it gets to like 40 degrees. Then we like get out this sketchy like portable one, which doesn't really work.
Set up a futon bed in the laundry.
But otherwise, we kind of just open the doors at night and then just lock everything in the
Yeah,
during
the
the
problem
day.
is that I have my room. I have a fly screen door, right, and it has a bunch of holes in it,
Yeah.
and I haven't bothered to repair it. I just keep putting new tape over the holes every time, but it doesn't matter because the moths and ants and whatever are pretty resilient. They break through that stuff.
The
like
more
it's,
resilient than
they
yours,
break
man.
through that stuff like it's butter. Honestly,
Oh.
I come back to my room and there's like what 2 or 3 moths who made it through the defenses.
Why don't you just get some Flex Seal?
And then I didn't turn the light on for my room, but someone's been in my room and left the light on. So the moths have
You're literally living in the bloody fairy tale of the Free Bears. Someone's been in my room.
Who is it? Who was it?
The porridge is too cold in here.
Why are there like 10 moths flying around my light?
Yeah,
I can't believe it. I remember I saw like this gigantic moth sitting on my fly screen door, and it was like leaving a trail of like webbing around the.
Webbing.
Yeah, I don't know, some kind of webbing. I have a picture of my phone, but it's a long time ago. I'm not gonna go find that picture ever again. It haunts me.
It's just ingrained in your
But
mind.
it looked like it was like cutting through the body fly screen wire. I was like, is there actual insects out there that are so strong that they can cut through fly screen?
Yes. This is Australia. It's kind of the
This is why you shouldn't come to Australia with bugs like that.
Just go to New Zealand. I don't even think they have insects like. They have huge bees over there though.
Yeah, that's scary.
I mean, bees aren't bad. As long as they're not wasps, I don't really care.
You can't tell the difference sometimes, though.
You can.
I mean, there's some thick ass bees
If
that
it's, like, thick-
they could pass as wasps if they
Nah,
really
mate.
wanted to. Anyway, you see something buzzing and you don't really have time to check. You just turn the other way around.
You don't. You just ignore it. If you do nothing, they don't touch you.
That's not how it works. Have you seen the student politicians downstairs?
Oh, that's true. They're like,
That's not how it works.
you have to like get some.
You can't
You have to
ignore
get
it.
some
They
fly
still come.
spray and just like.
Get some anti-vax.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is why I dread summer. It's just, it's the worst season. I don't know why everyone loves it. Like, is it because they've been conditioned through like movies that summer's like
Yeah, it's
a
Hollywood's
great
fault.
time? You get to go to the beach and you get to,
I think it's because it's when the holidays are.
yeah, sure, it's when the holidays are, but you gotta,
I guess.
you can't beat the heat. You can beat the cold.
I mean, that's true. That's true. You can always wear more clothes. You can't take.
You get to
more
sleep
off
at
without getting
winter.
resting.
You get to have hot chocolates. It's great, honestly.
But then again, you're not very insulated though. So like, I feel like
What do you mean?
you literally look like. I'm not gonna say that.
Do what you
You
want.
look like a bloody stick man, like
Exactly.
and hangman who like escaped. You know.
Well, if you think about it, like summer, if I'm all bones, you're just cooking a stew here. But winter,
Oh, you mean a stock?
yeah,
'Cause
stock.
there's no meat on it. There's just,
Yeah,
there's just
exactly.
bone.
But winter, I don't know. I don't have a scenario for that.
I don't know.
I don't want summer to come. Please don't come. It's almost the end of September.
When does summer like officially start?
I think December.
So we have a couple months.
Or does it start November?
Either way, I don't want to hear about it.
I don't want to know. But I don't know why everyone gets so excited that summertime. Let's go to the beach, and you get there and it's like 40 degrees.
You're
and
at like
it's-
St Kilda Beach and it's shit.
It's literally
It's 40 degrees and it's tourists
It's
everywhere.
worse than a desert. It's like the Northern Territory at the beach. It's like, why?
I mean, at
And you
least you're
get
not like one of those
sunburned.
really white people who like burn easily.
Yeah, they're just gonna get skin cancer, but you know,
Like
Yeah,
I'm like woke enough that I don't easily get sunburnt. I just tan. But like being one of those like rangers who like burn easily, like that would do my head in.
I'd never tanned before, but the one time that I did, I had like my leg out. I think one time I went to like a Polo Bay or something, and that leg's tanned and it hasn't
It hasn't come back.
it hasn't untanned since. It's still tanned right now. I swear. My skin doesn't recover.
I have mad tan lines in the summer.
If I tan, I'm permanently tan.
Have you seen my tan lines?
No. Oh
Like,
yeah, now I see them.
I mean, not anymore, but like, it gets really bad in the summer.
Can you see my tan line?
Nah.
Look, it's fully white.
No,
up
I
here.
would have showed you the tan lines last year, like during summer. It's so funny, man.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's like it's like a Neapolitan ice cream, right?
does it look like you've stuck your hand in a deep fryer?
No, it's like Neapolitan,
Yes.
right? It's like brown from here down. There's a layer of pink from where I'm sunburnt slightly, and then it just goes full like white up here.
Fully white, bro.
Like it's been winter for a while, so it's not very clear, but like it gets bad, you know.
You're just flexing your guns, I see. Oof.
Oh,
Absolute unit.
blood! I didn't realize you can get guns in this country, mate.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Guns and Roses. And yeah. Please, summer, don't come. I hate you. I just want it to be winter again. The only good thing about summer is cricket, and even that's kind of boring.
Is that played in the summer?
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be better to play that game in the winter.
No, you can't because it'll be raining all the time, so all the games will be cancelled. Because
Doesn't it like rain more in like summer, spring than winter? Like if,
Oh, it does, and that's when games get cancelled. But you can't play in the rain; it's too dangerous.
but like, isn't it?
And the ball gets really soggy, and then it becomes like a
Doesn't it
weird...
just get like dry cold at like a certain point through winter? It doesn't
No.
really rain much. Or am I making that up?
Nah, but like it's consistently raining through winter, so there's no point playing the sport in winter.
There's no point playing a sport at all, man. It's shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Unless it's backyard cricket, it's not worth playing, you know? Because you're just standing there, right, and hoping you don't get hit in the face with a ball.
Yeah, I mean, you got hands for a reason. Use them.
I mean, you're a pretty small target. Like, your fins, I might just go past you.
Exactly. That's what makes me a good batsman. You know, they'll never hit me. They can't hit, but they can't see. So yeah. How do you feel about winter? Summer. I've given kind of my general idea. And
I don't.
that's why I hate it.
I don't really like summer. My favorite season is autumn.
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 Why?
Because it's like cooled off, so it's like 20 degrees every day.
What?
But there's not a
Oh,
bunch of insects and shit flying around.
autumn. Leaves are falling. End of summer.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like this weather now, but like
It's like winter stage 1. It's like
it's cooled
it's
off, but
the
like
pre-
it's not cold yet.
it's the pre-stage.
It's like cold enough outside that you can wear a jacket if you want, but you don't have to.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Ideal, mate.
Anyway, I guess we'll cut into a song here.
Exciting conversation. Let's go.
Excellent.
What we have up
conversation.
on next is "It's Too Late" by Evermore. Don't
Oh.
know it personally.
I don't evermore. No, personally.
I'm just gonna leave a second of silence just to appreciate that joke.
Oh, I'll edit in some cricket sounds right here.
And what kind of cricket?
Backyard cricket.
Just Shane Warne yelling at someone.
Bowling,
Warnie's coming.
bowling, Warnie. Hello,
Hey.
I am Chip Chapley, and you're listening to The WAM Show.
Hello, this is Triple J. You're listening to garbage I found on
Not Triple J. Oh, please. Anyway, back to the MSA thing.
Yeah. What do you
'Cause
want to bring up?
I didn't really want to talk about it again, but seeing as we have nothing to talk about,
What are you gonna elaborate on?
I went to my math class and someone brought in like a poster and they just left it down the table and I was just reading it and they were listing things that they're going to advocate for and they wrote bigger buses as one of the points.
What do you mean bigger buses?
Yeah,
They're gonna
exactly.
just they're gonna just like
Exactly. I
pump
read
some
that, like-
steroids into it.
I read that like, what do you mean bigger buses? How big can the buses get?
Like that's who wrote that? Like why wouldn't you say more buses running more frequently or something? Because you're not gonna just get Metro or whatever owns the bus companies to start bulking up buses past bloody
Yeah, a
street.
kid on my
legal,
table was like, aren't the buses like as big as they get?
Like I don't think they're allowed to be bigger, or else they'll be in two lanes. Unless they get those like double buses of like the
Yeah, like, are they gonna start bringing double deckers?
double deckers in.
Double decker 601
I'm
comes.
gonna be honest.
What?
The people who run these parties aren't engineering students. It's all art kids because they clearly don't understand how anything works. But
Yeah, I don't understand what they do with the money. Like every Tuesday and Wednesday, they're buying sausages and
there's
hamburgers.
so much money they get, like
What are they actually doing with it to hide the
paying
facts?
their own salaries, causing drama in the stalker space. And
I want an
harassing you.
MSA conspiracy theory on my desk by Friday.
I want photos of the MSA doing mismanaging money yesterday.
I want pictures of the MSA spending money for coffee at the jazz club immediately.
Does Jazz Club do coffee?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just
no.
talking about that cafe that's new.
Oh, Script.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? Have you been there?
No, I want to go.
I
But
kinda
we already
wanna check
talked
it
about
out.
this before.
Really?
Yeah, we did last time. That's why I didn't want to.
No, but like for real though, like I really want to. I want to give it a go. You know.
Let's do it after this show.
And get what?
I don't know. Get a sandwich.
Sandwich. Spend $10 for like ham and cheese. Okay.
Yeah, no worries, mate. And yeah, I don't know. There was other points they made on their brochure, but it was all crap, honestly.
Like honestly, like I should make my own party. I'll call
Do
it the Clive Palmer party.
Do
and
it.
spend $60 million advertising.
What does Clive sound like?
Hey guys, it's Clive Palmer here.
Oh man, Clive.
Clivey.
He sounds like his name sounds like Olive. Clive? Olive.
Of his little no, it's a
change the
different
letter.
sound.
Change the letter C in the A and you got Olive.
If you mispronounce his name, maybe give
We
you a
should
call
make like I feel like you go to your what are they called? The butchers, the people that sell olives and all that stuff.
deli.
The cheese, yeah, the deli. There's so many different types of olives and marinades that go with them. I'm pretty sure I could start like an olive tasting club. Don't you think?
I mean, it's
For olive enthusiasts.
Olive
Deli
enthusiasts.
enthusiasts would
deli enthusiasts.
try different cheeses.
Different deli chips.
Different Lebo bread.
Different types of peanuts.
We'll have the white bread, we'll have the brown bread, we'll have the burnt bread, we'll compare the pair.
burnt bread.
Industry super fun.
I actually ever heard a conversation, right? Do you freeze loaves of bread, or do you like leave it out?
We used to, but then what I done through some research is that if you put bread in the fridge, it dries out faster or something.
Nah, mate.
It sucks
The
out
fridge or the freezer?
the fridge.
No. You don't put it in the fridge. You put it in the freezer.
You put in the freezer.
Yeah,
Why?
because because you know when you leave it out, it becomes dry after a few days.
Yeah, but why don't you just buy?
If you put it in the freezer, it lasts for like weeks, and then you defrost
But then,
it.
what do you do when you want to use it? You let it
You either
defrost.
defrost it, you can microwave it, or you can toast it.
So you wait a long time for it to defrost. How
Or
long
you can-
does it
you
take
can just
to
chuck it in
defrost?
the microwave for 10 seconds, and it's like warm bread.
Why don't you just buy the allocated bread you need for a week?
I'm not gonna buy 2 slices of bread every day, because by the time the second day comes around, it's trash.
Do you only need 2 slices of bread per week?
Per day, like as soon as after
yeah,
the first
per day,
day,
so that's a whole
it
loaf.
dries out after the first day. Like you don't want to be eating bread, which isn't toasted, which has been left out for more than a day.
That's weird. But I know Sarah Tran, she told me that I think her dad or something works for like a bread company or something.
Yeah.
And so her whole fridge is just full of loaves of bread. And I'm
would you
assuming
put
the
bread in the
freezer,
fridge?
I'm
Like, I've
assuming the
never heard of
freezer
that.
as well, but they don't know what to do with it. They just keep stacking
It's really worthless though. Like bread's worthless.
bread stocks.
$2 a loaf. Yep.
So yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like that's our whole show.
Yeah, we can end on the high of the bread talk.
I don't think we're gonna get any benefit from doing another 5 minutes. So
Yeah, we'll end early. Bit of a mid break.
tell your family I said hi, and we will end this show.
Don't do that.
Cameron said hi. So did Stephen's step prime minister.
Step Prime Minister. Peter Dutton.
No, Barnaby Joyce, mate.
Barnaby Joyce, my boy. Anyway, like have a good weekend. I mean, with some break. If it is a break for you, I don't know.
See you in 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 business days. Your parcel to arrive.
Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin. Risking